Hello and welcome to my crevice of the internet. Oh God, okay, do not say my crevice. Welcome to my nook on the internet called Into the Expanse with me, Amanda Moon. This space and this channel is entirely dedicated to our personal development as we pursue our most fulfilling lives and our highest potential. Now, this channel is a creation of my own, obviously. So 4 to 5 intro videos later, I finally feel like I have a really good authentic expression that I'd like to share with you as to what this channel is truly about. I feel like there's just so many things that I'd love to connect with others about and discuss that it was really hard to actually get a clear mission statement on it, but I have one that feels really good now, so I'd love to share that with you. There is 2 reasons as to why I have created this channel, and the first is that I feel there needs to be more spaces that are discussing spirituality, mindset, and entrepreneurship. I think that entrepreneurship especially ends up coming into the mix at some point within a spiritual journey because it is the ultimate expression of someone's personal freedom to embark on an endeavor or a venture that is entirely their own, not dictated by anybody else, and also one that demands that you create a sense of structure in your life when normally we have structure created for us everywhere we go, whether it's in school or our jobs or virtually anything. There is always some procedure or process that's laid out for us already, and entrepreneurship is kind of like a massive pattern interrupt that's just like to that programming within you. And I think that there is so much spiritual depth and learning that can really come from that experience. And I know I'm not alone in the embark of entrepreneurship as a spiritual being. And obviously a huge component of that is mindset and being able to really move through and digest and integrate the experience in a way that is going to allow you to move forward rather than shutting down and being like, oh God, this is hard. Oh God, I hate this. I want to go back to the comfort of normality and complacency and all the other things that can come from, shying away from our dreams. So this space is created to facilitate our pursuit of our most rich and fulfilling lives. I am here to discuss topics within these 3 areas in order to really add to your daily routine, to your daily practice of one of the ways that you can support yourself. Because as someone on this journey, support is incredibly important, and we're not all in the position to afford, a full team, a full support team. So at least this is one way that we can have a free space that is entirely created to support you. Before I dive into the next reason as to why I created this channel, I wanted to give you a little bit of background info on me because right now I'm just a stranger and I would really like for us to be friends, and I think you understanding why I wanted to create this channel in the first place is really important for that to happen. So I am a spiritual life coach. I have been a spiritual life coach for about 1.5 years now, and within that entire time, I've had to learn the ins and outs of entrepreneurship. I definitely am still a humble student in this journey. 1.5 years is nothing in entrepreneurial time, really. But it has been a really, really massive learning experience, especially because my background is traditionally in psychology. I have a degree in psychology with a minor in counseling, and I originally had intended to go into that clinical field, but then decided that life coaching appealed more to me because there was more emphasis on direction and encouragement and really building people up in a positive way, as well as diving into the spiritual side of things and really having that parallel to your life's journey. So that really appealed to me, but I had no idea what I was getting into because I have no idea about anything business-wise when I had first started this. So in order to kind of help me orient myself on this path, I did end up investing in a $7,000 business mentorship program, which was specifically for online coaches, which was a tremendous learning experience. It was extremely important for me, and it really did give me a complete view of everything to do with being an online presence and being an online coach. With that being said, it didn't quite make things easier for me, and I started to recognize really fast that there was so much more to this equation of entrepreneurship than just these rules and tips and tricks and things like that. It really was an emotional journey as much as it was a logical, structured, planning-oriented kind of journey. The second reason is a rather selfish one that I'd like to be transparent about. Doing this is rather uncomfortable. It's stressful. I love talking, but I get this deep sense of anxiety as soon as the camera starts rolling, and I think that's a really normal experience. And I would love to embrace every single ounce of difficulty that comes with this. I want to embrace it with open arms and an open heart, and to really move through this uncomfortability, because I recognize that, like everything else in this life, this experience is a sacred mirror. There is anxiety and stress and discomfort that comes up in this situation because there is some part of me that is mirrored to me, some fear, whether it's of judgment, whether it's of expressing myself uncensored, whether it's acting like I know something, even though I recognize that I'm always a student and I'm just sharing my experience. I am an expert in my experience, and that is exactly where I am sharing from in this space. And that's incredibly vulnerable for me, especially on the internet where, some random ass haggler can just be like, you freaking suck, or I don't agree with your point, or whatever. And I'm just so curious to see how I will continue to build that thick skin and really anchor into my truth and my expression and find medicine in that experience, and hopefully provide a medicinal quality to you as you get to see me embark on that as well. I welcome you to my channel, and if this seems like something that interests you, if this seems like a journey and a space and a community that actually is going to be super supportive to you, which is my purest intention, please like this video. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment below introducing yourself or even suggesting future topics within the areas that I mentioned for other videos. I am here to support you as best I can and to embark on this as a medicine journey for myself as well. So without further ado, let's dive, or let's jump into the expanse.